Hi, from Useful Needful. Today we came up with a new video on maternity leave under leave rules. This is not debited in advance. It will not be debited to your account, and you cannot take over the period. It is fixed to those who are applicable for this can take, and the maximum number of days is 180 days during pregnancy, and granted to a female staff. This will be applicable to only female members and who are married or unmarried because rule for all. And with less than two surviving children. Don't confuse for this. With less than two surviving children in the sense, if you are having no children, this is applicable. If you are having one children, this is applicable. If you are having two children, this is not applicable. Why? Because you are already having the number of children which is specified by government. And this is for a period of 180 days from the date of its commencement, as I mentioned earlier. And leave salary equal to last pay drawn is admissible. If you are applying for a maternity leave, the leave salary will be provided according to the last pay drawn. And this can be combined with any kind of leaves. As like mentioned in other videos like government leave and casual leaves and some other leaves, this can be combined with any kind of leaves. And any leave can be taken without medical certificate up to 2 years. There are some rules. If you want to apply for some type of leaves, you have to provide medical certificate. But for maternity leave, without providing any medical certificate, you can apply for those type of leaves. And it doesn't mean you have to take 2 years of continuous leave or something. Here, the point is during maternity leave, it is already under medical supervision. So there should no need to provide any medical certificate especially. So that is the point here. And this counts as service for increments and pension. If an employee is applying for a leave for 2 years or for 180 days as mentioned under maternity leave, this period will be counted as service even for increments or pension things. And miscarriage, this is a part of maternity leave, we will discuss about that now. Full pay in cases of miscarriage including abortion. If something happens, then also you will apply, the person will be applicable for 45 days in their entire service, and full pay also eligible during miscarriage for these 45 days too, and supported by medical certificate. For this, proof of medical certificate need to be provided. And irrespective of surviving children, we used to heard about two surviving children. For miscarriage, irrespective of two surviving children, this will be applicable. But we have to note down that does not exceed 45 days in the entire service. So we have to consider this point. And not admissible for threatened abortion, which doesn't mean that increase the risk of miscarriage during the first 3 months. During this type of circumstances, this miscarriage leave is not applicable. Okay. During increased risk of miscarriage during the first 3 months, if abortion happens, then this miscarriage leave cannot be taken. Okay. And admissible for induced abortion brought about intentionally. Intentionally, the employee wants abortion, they can do the same, and this leave of 45 days also eligible for them. Thank you, yours Ramji. Please like and subscribe. Please share it with your needy people. Thanks for your support.